Some days I still can't believe I ended up here. While the world out there seems to spin faster than ever these days, I really try hard to stay in my own rhythm, one quiet morning at a time. These early hours are my way of staying anchored, of remembering what truly matters. It's such a simple ritual, just me, a cup of coffee, but it's become something essential. A moment to breathe before the day's work begins, before the emails and deadlines and scary news break through to me. Living this way isn't for everyone, but in these first quiet moments of my morning, everything feels doable, and that's when I know I'm on the right path. Not someone else's path, but mine.
Good morning and welcome back to my cabin. I'm so glad that you're here today and you decided to join me. Today is going to be a completely normal work day for me. So because Frank and I live remotely, we don't go anywhere during the week, so we're just sort of stuck at the cabin, which is obviously by design, and that's how we want it and that's how we like it. So we usually start our day with a nice morning walk. As soon as we get up, we make a coffee and we go for a morning walk to actually enjoy the nature that we live in. And we usually listen to an audiobook together, and that just sets us up for the day. Have a good day. So we already got our 10,000 steps in, which was lovely. It is a very hot day today, and it's not even 9 o'clock, so it's going to be steaming hot also in my office later. My plan for the day is to first of all make a plan. I'm a self-published author, so I am juggling all kinds of different things, and that requires for me to put on all kinds of different hats. With that being said, let's hop to it and make a plan what I'm going to try to achieve today. Oh, there's a kangaroo. Oh, two. Hello. Oh, it's my little Joey. Hi. They come by here every morning. Day living in the Australian bush. Ooh, there's another visitor. Okay. Hi. Good morning. You're here to steal my fruit, huh? Oh. Here we go. I don't have anything for you. Don't look at me like that. I think I need to eat this first. So the main writing job I would like to get done is I would like to spend a couple of hours revising the first book in my witchy trilogy, The Flames That Forged Us, project title Flames. The way I do revisions is that I first look at the content and then later on I look at the copy, so the actual writing. So right now I'm in content revisions. I've divided them between small, medium and large. So the small ones are just easy little fixes, maybe some continuity problems, and then it gets bigger from there. And so today I would like to tackle one of the big revisions, which I'll tell you about later when I'm at my desk. So that's the first thing I want to do. I want to do content revisions on flames. Then the next thing is, so this witchy trilogy that I'm working on is going to come with a free novella. So there's going to be a prequel story, and I had released this novella already last year, and this is the point I'm trying to get to. I also had a cover that I just made myself in Canva. I realized that that is just not going to be good enough. I'm in this to make a living off my writing, and I think there is a lot of stigma still around self-published authors and the quality of their work. And so I just feel like it didn't set me off to a good start. Long story short, I have now hired my favorite cover designer, Alicia, and Alicia has sent the first concept of the cover for the novella, which is really, really exciting. There's a couple of changes that she still needs to make. So today I need to work with Alicia on the cover and write her a really nice email with the cover changes. The third thing, I'm subscribed to this really, really nice Australian magazine, which has a lot of like lovely lifestyle stories, and it's very aligned with what I'm all about. And now, exciting, they are open for submissions for their next issue. So I would like to try and submit an article to them. This is something that I have never done before, but it's something that I would like to add to my portfolio as a writer. I would love to be published in more magazines. I would really like to find my footing here professionally in Australia and be involved more in the writing sphere of Australia. So I have made quite a few steps towards that over the last couple of months. So this is another step. So today we are going to try and brainstorm. I say we, it's not you, it's just me. Brainstorm ideas for the magazine. The last thing I would like to do in the afternoon is do some research. I have ordered quite a few new books, all relating to my witchy story. I said I would like to go deeper into the lore, into the witchcraft, into the magic system. Also started a Substack, a research Substack, where I share all my research with my readers. So if you're interested in that, I'll definitely put the link down below. So the idea is this afternoon to just sit down with a cup of tea. No, not tea. It's a really hot day. With a coconut water, probably. And yeah, just get into the research, take a lot of notes, and prepare the next Substack article. So that is going to be the last thing I'll do today, the research. I think my coffee has probably gone cold, so that's the plan for today. You're gonna come along and yeah, let's get started. These are my blue screen glasses to protect my eyes a little bit. Okay, first thing on the list, I'm going to do revisions of The Flames That Forged Us, and I thought now would be the perfect time to tell you a little bit more about this upcoming witchy fantasy that I am really excited about. So I'm just going to read you what it's going to be about. The Flames That Forged Us is a grounded fantasy about female rage that would appeal to readers who enjoyed Wayward and a discovery of witches. And this is the synopsis. In a cozy cabin.
In a cozy cabin tucked away in the German mountains, Alva Hausmann crafts herbal remedies laced with accidental magic, desperate to suppress memories of a past life as history's most notorious witch. But when the International Magical Council summons her to London, she is thrust into the heart of a daring plan to unveil magic to humanity, a desperate bid to preserve nature and the roots of witchcraft. Her memories of a previous catastrophic reveal make her an unwilling oracle of what's to come, but Alva has more to navigate than just her role in the powder keg of magical politics. Her estranged twin, Ember, has become the firebrand of London's young witchy revolution, stoking rebellious flames at her Pink Cauldron nightclub for Mardika. Insidious leader of the immortal druid oligarchs with sinister plans for both humans and witches. In the wake of the grand reveal, Alva uncovers a horrifying truth that binds the twins' fate directly to Mardikai's and implicates every witch since the pyres of the Inquisition. Now she must harness every ounce of her underdeveloped magic to survive, partnering with an embittered yet deadly attractive druid, determined to douse her efforts at every turn. As Ember stands ready to set the world ablaze in Mardikai's name, Alva will race to save her sister from herself and history from repeating its darkest chapters. Yet her greatest battle may be against the evil smoldering within herself.
So yeah, my main lady is Alva, who is a witch suppressing her magic, and she needs to find her way back to her magic and come to terms with the darkness within her. And one of the big changes I would like to make is to strengthen the love story between her and this embittered immortal druid. His name is Cor Kettering. So Alva and Cor are going to solve this puzzle, all these clues, all these mysteries together, reluctantly, but they are doing it together. When I set out to write this love story, I wanted it to feel a lot like this.
Okay, but I warn you, I'll break your heart.
Already broken.
I'm a big fan of Peaky Blinders. I love Tommy Shelby. I think he's one of the best characters in modern TV history. Absolutely love him, and was very inspired to create a male main character who has this depth to him and who is so broken inside. And I don't quite think I'm there yet, so I'm gonna go through all the chapters today where those two are interacting, and I'm gonna try to just make him suffer a bit more. I really want to nail this pain that he's going through. So my focus is on Cor Kettering today. Wish me luck. Actually, what I'm doing now is really try to focus on him, because when I first wrote it, my focus was very much on Alva. I was really trying to make sure that I get her internal life and emotions right, and I haven't looked at these scenes from his point of view. And this is something that I have on my list of big revisions, the points of views of all the other characters. I'm talking too much to you. How am I ever gonna get some work done? Okay, let's go back to my immortal Cor Kettering and get to know him a little better. Glasses back on. This is really, really good. It's like strawberry ice cream. It tastes like, when I still lived in Germany, we had this thing called spaghetti ice. It's like, it looks like a portion of spaghetti, and it was with a strawberry sauce. Anyway, now on to a task I wish I was better at. So I need to email my cover designer about some of the changes I need her to make on the cover for my novella. So the novella is called One Wild Ember. And the character, the sister, you might remember from earlier, the sister, Sophia, who now goes by the name Ember Wild, runs a nightclub called the Pink Cauldron in London. So she's a very daring, very sexy, very outrageous character, and I want the cover to reflect that. And the first design that I got has gotten very, very close, but not quite. And the issue that I have is, no, not the issue, but the challenge that I have is that this novella cover, it does stand on its own. The novella does stand on its own, kind of, but it also needs to match the remaining 3 covers in the series. The cover designer, they don't have time to read the book, so they obviously don't have the entire vision, only you as the author do. And I mean, what's great about it is that that allows you as the author to be a lot more involved, which is something that in traditional publishing back in Germany, I never liked, that I didn't get a say in what the cover would look like, or at least not a lot. So now I get a say, and the challenge I have is I always feel so bad. I think this is a female thing. Like, I don't want to criticize someone, especially when it's creative work, probably because I know what it's like. But, and this is where Frank always says, you're running a business here, you need to tell them what you need. And he's right, because they don't know what I need, they haven't read the book. And it's up to me to make sure that the cover reflects what's inside the book, which really, it doesn't sound like a big deal when I say it out loud, but it's important to me that we have a great relationship. So I really try to word these things carefully and respectfully. And I wish I could show you the first cover design that she came up with, but obviously I can't. What I can do is, I guess, I can show you my cover, the one that I designed. I'm a bit embarrassed to show you that, but yeah, I don't know, some readers said they liked it and stuff, but they haven't seen the one that my cover designer is now creating for me, which will look so much better. So this was the first cover that I made with Canva, and like, it isn't bad. I pretty much just stuck with the exact thing that Canva spat out. And then I ran a couple of meta ads on these to see how people react and what they like best. And then I also did this very simple one that was also done with Canva. There's this one neighbor's dog that's so loud. I wonder if you can pick up on this. Sometimes he will just bark all day and it doesn't stop. And it's gotten to the point where I don't even notice anymore. Okay, and sent. That's done. Cross off the list. And now it's on to the next thing, which is, the magazine research. Submissions are open until sometime in March. I actually need to look that up now. And so I kind of know their style, but I know that magazines are very particular. I tried a couple of years ago when I still lived in Germany to write for magazines, and I never heard back. There was just complete silence. No one was interested. In hindsight, I think I just didn't know what I was doing. Like, I know that these magazines have very particular requirements, and there's also a certain way in which you should pitch to these magazines. I think I've grown a lot since, and I know what to do better now. Having said that, I will read a bit now how to pitch to magazines and just research that a little bit. And then I have a couple of different topics that I could write about. I actually can't find it on the website. I saw it on Instagram the other day, so I'm just going to see if I can find this again. I have recently gone viral with a couple of posts on different platforms, which is very unnerving to me. I do not enjoy this at all, and so now I'm super distracted. All these notifications, so I might have to deal with that first. Okay, that was a major distraction. I also, for the life of me, couldn't find the post anymore from that magazine, but I have found it now. 16th issue, titled Field Notes. We're exploring stories of human connection from around the globe. Through culture, craft, and daily life, we're looking at the common threads that help us find connection and understand that we are part of something greater. I thought what I'd try, those of you who have been here a while know that the books that I published in Germany were actually about my time training as a safari guide in South Africa. I spent an entire year living in the African bush, learning about the environment and ecosystems and elephants and animals, and it really profoundly changed the way I see the world. And I would say that's a huge reason why I ended up living where I'm living now, in this remote cabin. I could potentially write a nice article about how everything is connected in an environment and in an ecosystem, and I think that is something that us humans we have largely forgotten, sadly, that we are part of this system, and that's what the training taught me. I think I'm gonna try a story like that. That is my first instinct, and if that training has taught me anything, it's that you should always go with your first instinct. I won't write the article today, and I might just take some notes today, but I still have 1.5 months time before they close submissions, so no stress.
But it's not the magazine article that ends up stressing me until the afternoon.
So the weather has completely changed now. It has really cooled off. I think it even rained a bit earlier while I was working. I just didn't notice. So now it's a lovely temperature, so I thought I'd do my research out here. I got completely caught up in that viral social media post. It has happened twice now, on TikTok and on Instagram, and I genuinely mean it when I say I don't enjoy going viral. Like, that's not why I'm on those platforms. I'm on there hoping to find my ideal readers and people who are like me. And it's not like the comments were particularly nasty or anything. They really weren't. But I honestly believe that we as humans, we still have caveman brains, and we perceive it as not safe to be seen by so many people at once. Like, imagine 500,000 people were standing here now looking at me. That's not normal, and I always perceive that as not safe. I am, in general, I'm highly sensitive, and I know this about myself. This is why I moved out here. I like nature. I like it quiet, and I'm very sensitive to sounds, and I'm very sensitive to noise and smells and crowds. So I'm probably what you call an ambivert. I can be social, but afterwards I probably need a week off just this and doing nothing. So yeah, overall a bit of a tricky mental health day today. So I'm just going to unplug now, spend my time out here and focus on the things I can control, and that's my craft and that's my research. I bought this beautiful book called A History of Magic, Witchcraft in the Occult, and I would like to write a Substack article for about the witch wound and how we can heal it. So today I'll be reading about witchcraft in the medieval times. I'm just going to take some notes from my article. How do you like if I bookmark?
I'm so glad I came out here to sit underneath the trees, listen to the birds. There's nothing in life that quality time in nature can't improve at least a little bit. And sometimes it's also okay to just call it a day and retire to the couch.
It's changing. No, Canada is not Gilead. America wasn't Gilead until it was.
It is 7 o'clock in the evening. I had a lovely research afternoon, and now I was just watching a bit of TV. I'm currently finishing The Handmaid's Tale season 5 because the final season is coming out in April. And I sort of stopped watching Handmaid's Tale for a while because it is such an intense show and it's not exactly a feel-good show. But now, because the final season is coming, I feel like watching it again, and I'm so into it again. Yeah, I have also listed the Handmaid's Tale as a comparison title for my witchy fantasy. So I always say practical magic meets The Handmaid's Tale, but so it does have a lot of fighting the patriarchy elements, and it's a lot about female rage and female empowerment, but it's not nearly as sinister as and as dark as The Handmaid's Tale. I'm just gonna cook a nice nutritious dinner now, lots of veggies, Just gonna make some tofu with that and some rice, and then I think I'm gonna watch something a little bit more calming and less end of the world dystopian. I think that's what I need for tonight. Going viral on Instagram, don't recommend it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna cook a lovely dinner now and then watch some TV, and then maybe later on I'll just read a bit in bed. Bedroom is a phone-free zone, so only novels allowed in the bedroom. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me again today. And I wish you a lovely week and see you again in 7 days.